today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 14 of the MFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards remain on second down. Looking right. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 5. And he'll go underneath here to Drake.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliot. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 16 carries, 68 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 16. Elliot running right. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 1. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 23. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. First down, Prescott. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down. He'll get this to Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Gets this one to Morris. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just one touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This taken in at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They go to Elliott again. And he's taken down inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliot, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Here's Prescott. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down at 7. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Elliot. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A give to Elliot. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the option, here's Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Seibert's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Jets now down by 10. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Back to throw again. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The kicker on for the point after.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. Inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, it's Cook again. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now he'll try to run with this. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. 9 catches, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. 7 yards the pickup there. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They run the option on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Nick Bolton, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line.
Mahomes' throw going to be caught by Davis.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And complete right side to Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Still 9 remaining on second down. Mahomes going to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They're going to look to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for KC.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
2nd down and 3.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Cook now off the read option.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise,
field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Edwards-Helaire.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2nd down and 8.
They'll drop to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw again. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
To Jefferson on the slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Second and 5.
And this one complete to Smith.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And this is caught at the 8. And quickly they get to the line. Touchdown, Vikings.
Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Chiefs, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.